Hey everybody! So today is going to be a build with me video, and I'm going to give you an overview of building our dream home. I'm going to show you what we've done and what we still have to do. So in 2015, we decided we were going to sell our home, and we started to look for a new home. And we looked at a bunch of houses, and we put actually a couple of bids on some houses, and there were some that we really liked, but ended up by having a lot of problems when we did the inspection. So then we decided to purchase some land and build our own home. So these are some drawings of, I don't know, just some ideas that we had when we started to talk about building a home. We knew we wanted a 3-car garage. Then it migrated into this, and now it looks like this. Okay, so this is actually our final design of our home. It took a long time to get here. We started then building the house, I think it was 2017, but we started by building this part here, this garage. And we decided that we would live in this garage, okay, and then take our time building the house portion over here. So currently, right now, I am living in this part of the garage. So this is the view if you come up our driveway. And this building here is that 3-car garage that I just showed you in the previous picture. This building over here is a 3-stall workshop. So that wasn't in the picture. So in 2017, we built this workshop entirely ourselves. And we had builders build the foundation, like the slab of this one, in the exterior. And we did all the interior work. So we actually live in this garage right now. The first thing we had to do was cut down trees. So it was a very wooded lot, and we had to cut down, we have about 600-foot driveway, so we had to cut down all the trees to the driveway and the house site. It was a pain moving logs. Let me tell you, my poor husband, he moved so many logs. We had to get really creative in moving big, heavy things because we ourselves couldn't just pick up logs. And this is the driveway as it was being roughed in. So we were super lucky in that my father-in-law let us borrow his backhoe and his bulldozer. Honestly, none of this work could have been done without him letting us borrow those pieces of machinery, because it was a lot of work and we needed, I mean, can you imagine shoveling like gravel all the way up a 600-foot driveway? I don't think so. So to do the driveway, we put down like underlayment. I think we put down riprap in some areas. It was really, really boggy. And then just layers of, I think it was 4 to 6 inch rock, and then gravel, and then eventually reclaim. So it's just another view looking down the driveway. The street's here, and then drive up the driveway to get to our house. This is one of those panorama views from my iPhone, so you could see the house site is here. The garage that we're in right now is right here, and the leach field is like over here. So we wanted to put in underground power and underground cable. So we had to dig trenches and do all that ourselves. My husband has a whole video on underground power and the underground cable that we put in ourselves, and I can put a link to that up here somewhere. So if you're interested in watching that, you can. But basically, we did it ourselves. We had to dig trenches, put in conduit, and then there's me in a trench. Where I lived in trenches this fall, or the fall that we did this. Here's more view of the conduit where it splits in our driveway. There I am holding up a pipe. So the 4-inch conduit was for the power and the 2-inch was for the cable. But again, my husband has a whole video on this if you want to watch it. So this is that, remember I showed you in the split, we had the 3-car garage that we live in, and we also had that 3-stall workshop. This is the 3-stall workshop starting. And so here we built the forms, and we did have someone come in and pour the cement for us. So we didn't pour the cement. We don't have a cement truck. I don't have access to one of those. So we built the forms. Someone came and they poured the cement for us. And then we framed out all the walls. This is my husband taking advantage of the backhoe, right, to help put up the header for the garage door. Those were heavy. Those pieces of wood are heavy. And so I try really hard to do as much work as I can. But if you watch my videos before, you probably know I have a shoulder injury. And so I did as much as I could, but we needed to use like machinery as much as possible to help ease the burden of lifting heavy things. So this is that 3-stall workshop, basically framed out. So you can see the 3 garage doors, the door to enter, and some windows. So we started doing the sheathing, the Tyvek wrap, and the siding before we put the roof on because we purchased trusses for the roof and they were back ordered. So we decided to do as much as we could before we got the roof. So here they are. These are the trusses that came. So that's me. They were delivered at the very end of our driveway, and so we had to somehow get them up the 600-foot driveway. So my husband attached them with straps onto the backhoe, and then I had to guide them though, so they didn't swing around in the driveway and hit trees or something. So this was fun. So I had to go up the driveway a couple of times. I think we did 3 in a row, 3 at a time maybe. That was fun. Our friend helped us put up the trusses, so we got this. I forget what it was called. It was a lift. I called it the lifter. It wasn't. I think it was meant to help put HVAC equipment up. We rented it. It was at our rental place near here, and that helped us significantly put up the trusses. So we put those up, and then I would crank it. I would do the cranking, while my husband and his friend would nail them in or screw them in. I don't know, onto the wall, if that makes sense. There's my husband putting on the roof. So we did that. So there it is. That's almost finished. It was looking pretty good. So by this time, the house that we live in, so the 3-car garage, we live in that beige one that I showed you in the beginning, the builders had finally finished or almost finished. I think I'll show you in the next slide, I think, the exterior. And we started to get deliveries for the insulation in 2x4s or whatever they were to do the framing on the inside. So there it is, finished. That's the 3-stall workshop finished. The next thing we had to do was build this, where we live now. So this is the foundation for that building that I live in now, the 3-car garage. And it's just a slab because it's going to be a garage. But we put in radiant tube heating because it's going to be a first floor. So let me explain something. It's going to be kind of weird. So let me explain how we have this set up. I think I have a blueprint in a minute. Sorry, it's kind of jumbled. So, in order to make plumbing easier, we put the kitchen and the bathroom upstairs, up here, in the garage, and we put the bedrooms downstairs. Because when we have the house built, we will then tear down the walls in the bedrooms and park our cars in here. And removing plumbing in a bathroom and kitchen, all the stuff we thought would be a pain. So we left that up here. So we do have to remove the kitchen the way our codes work in this town, and our size of our septic and everything. We do have to remove the kitchen, but that's fine. The kitchen appliances are just going to go right down into this kitchen, but the bathroom will stay. Anyway, so this portion that we're living in now is built on a slab, and we have radiant heating. So this is us putting in the tubes for the radiant heat. The builders did this. We didn't do this part. The builders did this. And you can see it taking shape. It's looking good. We got doors now. That was nice. It took the builders so long to do this. I could probably do a whole video on how many contractors that we've contacted during this whole thing from 2015 on. How many of them gave us quotes? How many of the quotes were insane? How many quotes were reasonable? How many people actually call you back? It was ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why we did a lot of this on our own. Now we're inside the 3-car garage where we live, and we started framing out the room. So this room in here is actually one of my kids' bedrooms. That's my teenage son's bedroom. This is the upstairs in the 3-car garage, and what we did was we put this stuff down called warm board, and that is to put radiant heat upstairs. So as you can see now, the tubes are installed for the radiant heat. Wow, I can't draw straight at all. I'll just erase that. And the insulation we started putting in, the insulation in some electrical lines. And then we put in the flooring. Now we know a lot of people don't put in flooring immediately, especially before you're not finished with, everything. But since we had the radiant here, it was really hard to roll and put the what do you call those things? Staging, scaffolding on here, on this floor of the tubes. We put the flooring down first so that we could actually move the scaffolding around while we were finishing the electrical and the plumbing and the walls. On this very cold, snowy day, we got our sheetrock delivered, and let me tell you, this stuff is really heavy. So, again, I have a shoulder injury, and my son at the time was 13. My oldest, I think he was 13, and so he and I carried in like 4 sheets of sheetrock before I was like, can't do it anymore. I can't carry any more in. And so my husband had his friend come over, and they moved all the sheetrock in because we were going to get more snow, and we didn't want to get the sheetrock wet. So you can see the garage door rails, right? Like the rails where garage doors are, because the garage doors are here. See? So there's 1, 2, 3 garage doors there. So this ended up by being, this room over here is my husband's room and my room. And this here, this front room here, is my younger 2 sons' bedroom. Since we had garage rails, we had to put in sheetrock right over the ceiling for the garage. It had to be fireproof sheetrock since this will eventually be a garage. But we had to put in a drop ceiling as our codes. They made us do this because we had these rails in here. So we put in a drop ceiling on both of those bedrooms that were on the side of the garage doors. That's my husband putting together our bathroom. If you've watched my cleaning videos, you'll probably recognize my bathroom with its beautiful yellow painted walls. So clearly it was not time to paint. However, at this time we were doing this, it was January of 2018, and it was like negative 16 degrees out. It was gusting, the winds was gusting to like negative 20s. It was horribly cold out, and I honestly was sick and tired of going to the bathroom outside in the woods. No lie, I was done doing that. It was too cold for me to do that, so my husband rushed, and we put the toilet in really quick so that I could at least go to the bathroom inside. It was like a luxury, I swear. All right, and again, if you watch my cleaning videos, this should look familiar to you. It is my bathroom sink. Okay, now this is the kitchen. So this is the upstairs. You can see the slant in the wall here. This is the upstairs of the garage. The bathroom is over like this way. And here's the kitchen. And again, we're going to reuse all of these cabinets are going to go into my pantry in the new house. And we're just going to use these appliances for right now. I would have loved to have upgraded to really fancy, nice appliances, but we have these, and I figured, you know, when they go, we got these wicked cheap. Like, these were on crazy sale. It might have been Veterans Day sale. I don't remember. But it was really inexpensive to get the set of the 4 of them. So the fridge, the microwave, the stove, and the dishwasher. And we couldn't give up that deal. It was such a good deal, so we got them. So we'll continue to use them in the next house until they die. And then I'll bet better ones. Because I really want to get an induction stove. But I'm just going to have to hold off for right now. Okay, and this is the downstairs. So you enter in over here. I'll draw. So you enter in here. And you come this way. So if you watch my cleaning videos, again, my Roomba cleans this area. I have a video where it like cleans all this. This is my son's bedroom in here, my oldest son. This is the like the boiler room. So this is where the well pump, what do you call it? The expansion tank for the well is, the propane boiler. The boiler is for the radiant. This is the entryway. Like I said, we just entered in this way. This is my son's room. My 2 other boys share this room. This is my husband and my room. And then this is kind of like a hangout zone. And this is the boiler room. And then the stairs go upstairs. So like I said, if you watch my Roomba review, you'll see the Roomba cleaning like this area here and the boot trays over here. You watch I think it's the Norx cleaning paste. I cleaned this wall, which has the boot trays on it. So that's where we are at my house. So this is the upstairs of the 3-car garage where I live right now. So you come up the right, and then this is my bathroom. So you've seen that, like I said in my videos, because I clean in there often. This is where I'm sitting right now as I record this. And you've seen the kitchen area during my videos too. So this is where we are currently right now. This is the floor plan for the final like house part, okay? And so the way we have it set up, I'm kind of happy about it. Things can still change though. We can still change all the interior walls because we're doing them ourselves. But basically we'll have 2 entries. Actually 3 ways to enter the house. No, 4 ways. Excuse me, 4 ways to enter the house. We can come in the garage, we can come in this outside, we can come outside, or we can come in this way from outside. You can come in my house in like many different ways. And so I'll have my kitchen is here, and I'm not going to have a lot of cabinets on the top because of all the windows. Let me show you the windows. So here are those windows right here. So it'd be nice and bright in the kitchen so that the dark side of the house, because this faces south, so the dark side of the house is the north side, which is down over here. So that's why the living room and the TV room is going to be in there. So yeah, so here's the kitchen. So since I don't have a lot of cabinets up here in my kitchen, I have a pantry right here, which I'm going to organize it yet. I mean, I need to stop following some more YouTubers and get like organizational ideas. So if you have someone that you really love that has a really cool pantry, put them in the comments so I can like have a look at them. I like, because I have no idea how I'm going to. I do know that I'll put the kitchen counters and cabinets that were in my kitchen now there, but like there's so much other stuff I can do to organize it. I don't even know what I'm going to do. And so over here will be like the living room area, the TV area, and then we have a hat here with the washer dryer, and then the master bedroom bathroom. Then we go upstairs, and this is what we have up. Now I'm over here. I'm actually sitting right here, right now by the window, and we go up the stairs. So where the stairs come up, I guess the stairs come up here, and then we'll have three bedrooms for our boys. So my youngest son's room, my middle guy's room, and my oldest guy's room, and they have a bathroom to share. That is a really short summary of what we've done so far on our property. So we purchased it in 2015. We cut down all the trees. We put in a driveway. We put in underground power and underground cable. We built a 3-stall workshop. My husband has videos where he explains the 3-stall workshop, how we made that, and also the underground power. Put those in so you can see them if you're really interested in that. And then we finished all the interior work for this 3-stall, and we live here. Right now, we have a big hole in the ground for this foundation. So we had the foundation dug. Now, the guys who are pouring the foundation started in October, the end of October, putting the forms in, and they've had all sorts of trouble, and so they haven't come back yet, and it is now November 23. Every day they call us like, yeah, we're coming, and they haven't come yet. So it's a little upsetting because we wanted to have the foundation capped off, like with the ceiling on it and everything, and finished before winter, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So stay tuned for videos on the foundation saga. I'll try to update you on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing what we've done and what we're going to be doing. So as time goes on and more of this gets built, I'll do some update videos so you can see our progress. I'm really excited. Like, all I want to do is like get in this house and like organize it and have like a really nice home. We've put so much blood, sweat, and tears into what we've done already. I'm super excited, and I can't wait for it to be done. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have questions or comments, or you want to know a little bit more about something that we've done, throw in the comment section and I'll do the best to answer you. Okay? Take care. Have a good day.